Hi guys, welcome to another audio video and dab reading, 2 Corinthians 6, the King James Version Bible. And it reads, We then, as workers together with him, beseech you also that ye receive not the grace of God in vain. For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted, and in the day of salvation have I succoured thee. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed, but in all things approving ourselves as the ministers of God, in much patience, in afflictions, in necessities, in distresses, in stripes, in imprisonments, in tumults, in labors, in watchings, in fastings, by pureness, by knowledge, by longsuffering, by kindness, by the Holy Ghost, by love unfeigned, by the word of truth, by the power of God, by the armor of righteousness, on the right hand and on the left, by honor and dishonor, by evil report and good report, as deceivers and yet true, as unknown and yet well known, as dying and behold we live, as chastened and not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing and yet possessing all things. O ye Corinthians, our mouth is open unto you, our heart is enlarged. Ye are not straitened in us, but ye are straitened in your own bowels. No, for recompense in the same I speak as unto my children, but ye also enlarged. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness? And what concord hath Christ with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel? And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God, as God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Wherefore, come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. Okay, so in this chapter, yet again, preaching the same principle as in the previous chapter, however, it's somewhat offering clarification. It's offering some clarification, right, as it relates to the fact that we ought to have long suffering, we ought to be kind. It's telling us how to actually live in the grace of God and not actually waste, for lack of a better word, waste the opportunity that was given to us, right? And so we need to ensure that we do all that Jesus would want us to do. So we will be kind to others. Even if we're poor, we'll be helping to make others rich and not helping to make greedy people rich. That's not what is meant here. We mean, and rich doesn't necessarily mean rich, monetary rich, right? But we are poor in money, but we are enriching the lives of others, if you get what I'm saying, right? So it also tells us here in this chapter that we ought not to be together, molded together, be unevenly yoked. Unevenly yoked, many people see it in different ways, but we know that bad communication corrupts good morals, right? Bad company corrupts good morals. And even the Bible preaches this, guys, so it's something from back in those days. It's always been a truthful fact, and it will always remain as such. Probably until God comes, it will remain as such, but it is what it is. And so we ought to realize it and recognize it, right? So we ought to keep God's temple holy, keep his temple righteous, keep his temple clean, meaning that we will honor him in everything that we do, so no one will be able to disrepute him. Alright, so guys, I'm just gonna leave that right there. I mean, it was pretty straightforward. Alright, so please remember to continue to walk in your salvation, and if you've not yet gained it, then seek it. There's no better time to begin than the present. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.